Now that you've got your measurements, you can compare them to the measurements on your sewing pattern. Have a look. These are different brand sewing patterns. All look a little bit different, but really the information on it is the same. So if you turn the back to the back of the envelope, you will find all the information that you need. For example, you've got your size chart. Some of the size charts are only in centimeters, and some of them will be in inches and centimeters. This one is in centimeters only. So you're going to take your bust measurement, and our bust measurement was 98. So the closest measurement here would be a size 12, being at 97. The waist measurement was 80. So the closest measurement again would be 82, being a size 14. And the hip measurement was 105. So again, we've got a measurement of 103 or 107. So we're somewhere between a size 12 and a size 14. Once you've taken your measurement, you can compare them to the measurements on your sewing pattern. For example, if you have a look at the size chart over here, we've got Mattie's measurement, which are 96, 77 and 102. So if I'm comparing it to the bust area, 96 is very close to 97, closer to 97 than it is to the next measurement down, which is 92, or the next measurement up, which is 102. So the bust measurement is very close to size 12. Then we've got the waist measurement. Go back to where you've written it down, and her waist measurement actually corresponds with 77. So again, that is a size 12. Her hip measurement is 102. So again, we're going to see where's the widest point of the hip, and that also goes with the size 12. Now you might not be so lucky, and you might be a size 10 in the bust and a size 14 at the hip, which means that you'll have to find a happy medium, maybe a size in between. And then when you're sewing your skirt, you might just want to go and adjust it a little bit. You can see that this is a different pattern company, and they have their measurements both in inches, given in English, as well as in centimeters, given in French. It can sometimes be a little bit confusing if you don't speak French, but don't worry. Where it says bust here, just slide over where it says bust in French, and then just count along to the centimeters. The same for the waist, and so on. Again, a different pattern. This one has the size chart right at the top of the envelope. So again, it gives it both to you in size, in inches and in centimeters. So if we compare her measurements, we're size 12 in this pattern. So she's got a size 96 centimeters. So she's actually size 16 in the bust in this pattern, and a 77, which would be a size closest to a size 16. And then we've got a 102 hip, which would also be a size 16. So you can see how the sizes vary quite substantially. And again, a different pattern with the same measurement. Once you've determined which size you are in the pattern, so you know what to cut out, you also need to find out what you actually need. So your pattern will give you information on how much fabric and what type of fabric you need, as well as any notions such as zips, threads, maybe laces, and so on. So having a look here, you can see you've got a technical drawing, so it gives you what the dress or skirt looks like, or the pants if you're making them. And then it will tell you that you need, for example, for this dress, you would need a 30 centimeter zipper, you need 4 buttons, you need some binding for the seam, and 1 belt and buckle if you wanted it. Okay, it will also give you the amount of fabric that you need. For example, for the dress, if your fabric is 115 centimeters wide and you happen to be a size 12, you want to have 3.6 meters of fabric. If your fabric is wide at 150 centimeters, you would only need 2.8 meters of fabric. Let's move on to cutting out your pattern.